welcome back. So today we're going to make a big fat sitting gnome. So I already have my clay out, and as you can tell by the pinks, so we're going to make a girl. So the first thing that you're going to do is take, this is sort of a flesh color, so you're going to start kneading it. And off the side here, I'm giving it a good knead. This is going to be her body. So what I've done is I've made a teardrop. Narrow part on top. This doesn't have to be really smooth, it's going to be covered. Next, I'm going to make her dress. I've got pink here. I'm going to flatten it. First I'm going to take a piece off for the arms. So I have a ball here, maybe about the size of a nice sized strawberry. I'm going to roll it in my hands. And once again, I do not have my pasta machine, and I promise that before I make another video, I will bring my pasta machine in. Now this piece is going to have to cover and drape this whole body. So you're just going to keep flattening it. I do have this roller. Move her out of the way. I'm going to roll it out. Okay, so it's nice and thin. You can see some variegations in here. That's fine. That's 2 or 3 different colors I mixed. Now I'm gonna drape this over the body. And kind of make little folds as you're pushing down. Okay, perfect. So she's sitting down and she has bare feet. So the next thing we're going to do is make her feet. Make a ball with Sculpey 3, or this is Super Sculpey, makes a great flesh. So you're going to take a piece about the size of a piece of bubble gum, and you're going to roll it into a teardrop and then just make a little dent. You can play with it until you get it to the way you want. What I do before I stick it on is I try to make sure that the other foot is pretty much exact, the same size. Well, I wouldn't call them exact, but they're pretty close. Okay, so now her feet are going to go in front like this. So she's sitting and her feet are sticking out. And next we're going to make 5 toes. And just roll. The first toe is your big toe. Put it on and press down. And you keep making smaller balls as you go along. You can over exaggerate that big toe, make it really big. It just makes it cute. Then we add another toe. Another toe. The fourth toe. And then the baby toe, which is really teeny. All right. Now we're going to do her other foot. Big toe first. And, oops. Second toe. Third toe. Fourth toe. And fifth toe. Okay. And that's a little too big compared to the other one. So we pop her on and just put a little bit of pressure because you don't want the toes falling off. Next, you're going to take a toothpick and you're just going to make little creases in the bottom of her foot. However many you want. You don't need to make a lot to get the idea. All right, there's her feet. So now I'm going to take my toothpick that I've been using. I'm going to push it right through the middle. And now we're going to make her head. This piece of clay is about the size of once again, a strawberry. Roll it into a ball, then make a little form. You can do whatever you want, really, but I like when there's little cheeks. So I'm just pressing down and forming her little fat face. Then I push it right down on the toothpick. And now I'm going to make her hair. No, you know what? Let's do her arms first because her hair is going to hang over her arms. And a tube with a narrow end. Trying to make a video and we're going to use white. You can use whatever color you want, but I'm just kind of going with that pastel look. So first you're going to put this piece of clay, twist, and then I attach the braid to one side of her head. You can make it go on her arm, you can make it go down the front of her dress. This one is resting on her arm, and I just fray out the bottom with and I'm doing another for her other side of her head. Attach it, and you can just let once again hang down. And then I kind of fray out the bottom of that braid. Now I'm going to take hot pink and make like a little ribbon or band. Goes around the bottom of her braid. Okay. And little creases. Kind of tuck that in so it doesn't look like it's laying that much on her arm. All right. So now she's got her hair, her braids, her arms, her feet, her body, her face. And now we're going to add her hat. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another toothpick. I'm going to push it in about halfway. And then I'm going to make, with my hot pink, I'm going to make a teardrop. There's my teardrop. Now, there's tools you can get that will help you make holes, like to fit her head. Right now, we're just going to use a pen. So, this little hat has to come down. All right, so just have to work at it. Kind of think about what a gnome's hat looks like. I don't want to cover up her bangs, so and we fold her little hat and trying to make as many little curves as possible. All right, now we're going to make a nose. So because her head is big and I didn't bring her bangs down far enough, I'm going to have to make some little eyeballs on her, but that's okay. There's her nose. It's exaggerated because that just adds to the cuteness. Whenever you exaggerate something. All right, so now I'm going to use these little beads and just pop them in her face. Oops. I think that one is hitting the toothpick, which is kind of a disaster. All right, let's try that again. So I'm going to put a piece of clay in there. This is how you learn how to fix your mistakes. You put a piece of clay in and then just kind of flatten it as best you can. And can barely tell. I got a little texture there because I don't know what happened. Now let's try the eye again. I'm turning this so it'll stay in. All right. And then here, another eye. Yeah, those eyes are hitting that toothpick. That's okay. We're going to glaze this when it's baked. So we put our nose back on. Maybe too big. If I didn't put the eyes in, maybe that was a mistake, but they're in. All right, now the nose. And her mouth. All I'm going to do is make my toothpick, and she has like a little surprise look on her face. Take your toothpick and make little creases by the eyes. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to take this mixture of clay that I had. And she's going to just be holding a heart. So I roll 2 balls together and I make 2 teardrops. I push the teardrops together flatten them out, and then she has a heart. You can tuck the heart in between her hands, and then you can make a matching flower with the same swirly clay on top of her hat, which is just teardrops. Teardrops, teardrops. And on toothpick, push a little crease in it. There's another teardrop. I'm just going to put 5 teardrops on here. There's a teardrop. And the final teardrop tucked away there in the corner. All right. And if you want, you can take, I'm going to use the hot pink and make a little ball right in the center. Push down and make like 2 or 3 little dots. Well, okay, I just did 7. All right, so here is the little gnome. I'm going to bake her in the oven at 275 for about a half hour. So if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Thank you for watching my video, and come back again for more tutorials. Thank you.